Okay, this is the we do for solving single variable multi-step equations. Okay. Now what we got here is, again, an equation with two sides of the equal sign. My red line is going to represent my equal sign, my equal line, whatever you want to call it. Everything that happens on one side will happen to the other. If not, we will make mistakes. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is simplify both sides of the equation, just like I did in the TeacherTube, just like it says in your notes. I'm going to write this off to the side. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or Shaniqua, whoever your auntie is. That is how we simplify each side of the equation. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify the left side of the equation, then I will simplify the right side of the equation. So, the first thing I'm going to do is check for parentheses. There are nothing I can do in the parentheses. I cannot combine the 5p and the 5. So there are no exponents. Next thing I do is multiply. Now, right now I'm going to distribute that 7 to each of the terms within the parentheses. 7 times 5p is going to be 35p. And 7 times negative 5 is going to be negative 35. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. On the other side of the equation, there's a distribution that I can do, that negative 2. I can distribute that negative 2 to both terms within the parentheses. Everything in the parentheses is considered one number. So I can distribute negative 2 times 4, which will be negative 8p. Negative 2 times negative 10. Negative and negative multiplied make a positive. So 2 times 10 is 20. And this is 12, this negative 12 is not in the parentheses, so I'm not going to multiply that 2. I'm just going to bring it down. Okay? Now, this side is not yet complete, is not completely simplified. This 20 here and this 12 are like terms, so I will combine those like terms. That's the add and subtract portion. So when I combine those two, 20 minus 12 is going to be 8. 20 minus 12 is 8. I'm going to bring down the negative 8p, positive 8. I'm going to bring down these terms here, 35p minus 35. Okay, now as we look at these here, what you'll notice is I have my variable. My variable is p on this side and p on this side. I want everything on one side. I move all the variables. Well, in this case, I'm just moving to the left. Doesn't matter which side you move to. It's up to you. I kind of want to move to the left, so that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to add 8p to this side. I'm going to add 8p to this side. What's going to happen is these two 8p's on the right side, a positive and a negative, they're just going to simply cancel out. And I'm going to add 35 plus 8. Use your fingers if you need to. I have 43p. I'll bring down this negative 35. Again, red line means equal, equals 8. Got my variables on one side. Look at your notes again. You'll notice that I need to move my numbers to the opposite side. Here's a number. Here's a number. I want it not on the same side as the variable. So I'm going to move that negative 35, and I'm going to move it to the right side where the 8 is. I'm going to add 35 to this side. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. Again, negative 35 and positive 35 cancel out and make a 0. And the only thing left over on the right side, the left side is going to be 43p equals, well, 8 plus 35 is going to be 43. Now, last step in your procedure is to divide by the coefficient. This is a coefficient, the number in front of the variable. I'm going to divide by that number to get rid of it. That way the variable is all by itself. Okay. Now, I'll divide by 43 on this side. 43 divided by 43, they cancel out. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. I'll divide by 43. Only thing that's left over on this side is this p. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that p down. Bring that p down. My equal sign, 43 divided by 43, it's just a big 1. And there's my solution. My variable here, p, is all by itself. It's exactly what I'm looking for. I want my variable to be all by itself. Okay? The variable's all by itself, number's all by itself, and I'm done.